Hi everybody, welcome to your yoga class. A little more on the gentle side today. We are going to get on our feet for a little bit, so let's not waste any time. Let's get started. You're going to need some blocks or something to give your hips a little prop up later. I'm choosing to sit on a blanket today just because I find it's comfortable, and that's just my preference today. So if you need a moment to go grab those props, pause the video and go grab your props here. Otherwise, we are going to get right to it here. So let's go ahead and start off in a nice easy seat. Closing our eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Nice breath in. Nice smooth exhale out. Let's let that go a few times here on your own. Relaxing with each breath. From here, let's see if we can find our Ujjayi breathing. So closing our mouth, take a smooth inhale through your nose. Smooth exhale out of your nose. Again, inhale and exhale. Seeing if you can tap into that gentle constriction in the back of your throat. Don't spend too much time on it. It's okay if it doesn't come right away, but don't spend too much time thinking about it. It will come eventually. Hopefully, you can feel a little constriction. It should feel almost like the sensation of fogging up a mirror, but you're keeping your mouth closed for it and pushing the air out through your nose. So we'll try a couple more here. With your next breath, bring that left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. As you inhale, sit up tall, lengthening through our spine, keeping our hips nice and level on the mat. Imagine there's like a little string pulling you nice and long right up the center. And as you exhale, twist through the shoulders, turning your shoulders behind you or to the side of the room and turning your gaze behind you as far as you can stand it. If this hurts your neck, make sure you just gaze out to the side. It's okay, wherever it's natural for you. Every inhale, lengthen through that spine. Every exhale, twist through those shoulders. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up. And as we exhale, we're going to keep twisting and bringing our arms to the other side. Right hand to our left knee, left hand behind us. Inhale, again, lengthening through our spine. And exhale, twisting through our shoulders, turning that gaze behind us as far as we can stand it. And inhale, coming back through the center and exhaling to the other side. Inhaling back through the center, exhale to the other side. Now you can take these as slow or as fast as you like. So if you want to hang out in the twist for a few breaths, you can. If you'd like to inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, moving through these twists, that's also an option. Your choice. One more time each side. And then we're going to come right back through the center. And we'll bring our legs right on up. Plant those feet onto the ground here. Just take a little windshield wiper of our legs, moving through our hips a little bit here. And then we're going to come right on around here. And then we're going to keep our blocks handy because we're going to want them. And then as we exhale, we're going to roll right on down, keeping our legs bent. Feet are right there. We're going to move into some bridges here. So pressing those feet into the mat, tilt that pelvis towards the ceiling, squeezing through our glutes. Lift our hips, just a little 30% lift, just a little baby bridge here. Weights in our shoulders, you're testing it out. Head and neck are relaxed. Arms are relaxed to your side. Let those shoulders roll back to the mat. Easy breathing here. Notice all four corners of your feet pressing into the mat. Nice even weight through the feet. And then on an exhale, let's gently relax. If you have the urge to move those legs from side to side here, you can do that. Let's bring those legs back through the center. Pressing those feet in. This time, let's lift those glutes on up. Checking in on everything from our toes all the way to our head and our neck and shoulders here. A little higher lift this time. Check in on your knees. If your knees feel funny or strains your knees, you might need to turn your toes and knees out. And if that's you, that's okay. You'll just feel a little more squeeze through your outer thigh and the outer side of your glutes here. Do what's right for your body. And relax. Windshield wipering the legs again if you choose to. Right back through the center. Press those feet in. Belly button pulls in. This time lifting up as high as you can. And if you're comfortable with it, rock those shoulders underneath. Interlacing your fingers here. Lifting those glutes up. Getting nice. Hopefully this is comfortable. If this is painful for you, come out of it nice and slow. Hanging out here for a few breaths. And exhale, let those hips relax to the mat, arms relax back to the mat. Windshield wiper those legs. And then this is where you want your block. Grab that block. We're moving into our supported bridge here. Feet are back onto the ground, legs are bent. Just a little lift here, enough to get the block underneath at a level that you're comfortable with. Bringing the block under your sacrum. And before you completely give in your weight, all your weight into that block, test it out first. Make sure it's comfortable. And once you're here and this feels good, you can let that weight relax. Let those hips relax onto that block. Checking in on your shoulders, making sure they're nice and relaxed here. Arms are relaxed out your side. And then from here, you can extend those legs out nice and long if that feels okay. Breathing in deep into your belly all the way. Imagine you can breathe all the way into that pelvis. After you've had a few breaths here, if you'd like to slide those legs into butterfly, you absolutely can. Bring the bottoms of those feet together. Let the legs get heavy as they fall to the outside. If you decide that's too much, just gently use your hands to guide the legs back together. And from here, we will bring our hands to the outsides of our legs and inhale, gently guide them back together. Pressing those feet into the mat, gently lift those hips on up. Slowly remove that block and then slowly let those hips move back to the mat. Windshield wiper here one more time. Then on an inhale, let's hug those knees on in. And exhale, we're rocking up. And we're rolling over into our tabletop. get these things out of the way here. So our knees are hip distance apart. They're straight below those hips. Our belly button pulls in to flatten out through our back. Our arms are making a straight line coming right out of those shoulders. Elbow under the shoulders, wrist under the elbows. Palms are pressing into the mat as if they were suctioned to the mat. Spin those triceps in toward your ears. And then we're going to move into some cats and cows, right? So inhale, let that chest sink toward the floor. Pull that chest forward and through like you're trying to get it past your biceps. And as you exhale, tuck the chin into your chest. Pull that heart back through the shoulder blades into cat. Inhale, sinking into cow. Tailbone might tip up. And exhale, chin tucks into the chest as the heart pulls back into your shoulder blades for cat. Keep these going at a pace you're comfortable with. If you'd like to hang out here in cow, hang out. If you'd rather move into cat, really press into those shoulder blades, you can hang out in cat. One more of each. And then we'll come right on into neutral. On your next inhale, flip those toes. And as you exhale, let's send those hips up and back into our downward dog. Let's calibrate this downward dog here, really pressing those arms into the mat. Triceps spin into our ears. Shoulders are sliding down your back. Belly button pulls in as you inhale and lift those hips. As you exhale, press those thighs out toward the back of the room, letting your heels head toward the mat. If you need to pedal it out here, pedal it out here. I know it's been a few days since I've stretched my hamstrings. That just doesn't even seem right. Really driving through those palms, making sure they're nice and stable. If you need to give a little nod yes and no, making sure your head and neck are totally relaxed, go ahead. And then settle into your downward dog for a few breaths. On your next inhale, look out in front of you. As you exhale, walk those feet forward into a ragdoll pose. Letting that head and neck totally relax. Let those arms get heavy here. If you need to put a little bend into your knees, let your belly rest on your thighs. Go for it. From here, if you'd like to grab elbow to elbow and take those gentle sways to the right and to the left, you are welcome to do that. Remember to keep that head and neck relaxed. Don't lift it. Let it rest. And then let those arms fall back to the mat, back into your ragdoll. Then really press those feet into the mat and inhale. Slowly roll on up. Imagine as if you could let one vertebrae at a time articulate. Letting your head and neck relax when you get here. Fixing your pants. We know how it goes. Let those arms relax out to the side. And we'll make our way into our mountain pose. So feet are about hip distance apart. Toes and knees face forward. Really press those feet into the mat. Lift through those quads. Tilt that pelvis forward where your belly button pulls in. Let your ribs float right there on top of your hips. Arms are relaxed out to the side. Scanning your body here. Noticing any imbalances. Maybe one foot's a little further out in front of the other. Make your necessary adjustments and then relax back into your mountain pose. We'll take a half sun salutation here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As we sweep the arms up, let those shoulders slide down away from your ears. Palms are facing each other here. A little lift in our heart if that feels okay. And then as you exhale, you're going to hinge right from those hips. Let yourself hinge right from those hips as you come all the way around into your forward fold. Head and neck are relaxed. Soft bend in your knees if you need it. Notice here if you've adjusted your feet or adjusted your weight into your toes. If you kind of came a little too far forward, balance it back out. Really feel all four corners of your feet touching and connecting with the mat. Inhale into a half lift, flat back, looking ahead. Pull that belly button in, flatten out through your back. Hands can be on your shins. Hands can be on a block. Hands can be all the way on the floor, whatever feels good for you. And exhale, forward fold. Pressing those feet into the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms on up. And exhale those hands to your heart center. Here we go again. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale into your half lift, flat back, looking ahead. Exhale, forward fold. Press those feet into the mat and inhale, sweep the arms on up. And exhale your hands to your heart center. And again, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale as you rise back to your mountain pose. One more time here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale as you come right on up into your mountain pose. Exhale your hands back to your heart center. We're going to move right into sun salutation A. So inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back, looking ahead. Exhale, plant your hands, and we'll slow it down here. We're going to step back into plank. Nice high plank here. Pull that belly button and press those thighs up toward the ceiling. Triceps are still spinning in toward your body. If you need to come to your knees, you can absolutely come to your knees. Chaturanga and I had to break up a long time ago because it hurts my shoulder every time I do that. So inhale, pull your belly button in and come on down, either into Chaturanga or coming all the way to your belly, whatever feels right for your body. As you inhale, lift through your heart, roll your shoulders back, press those palms into the mat as we make our way into upward dog. So once we're in upward dog, our belly button pulls in, our pelvis tilts forward, our thighs lift off the mat while the tops of our feet are pressing into the mat. And then exhale, roll around your toes and come on into downward dog. Resting here in our downward dog. Inhale, look out in front of you. And as you exhale, get light on your toes and take a nice big step toward the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing those feet into the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms on up. And exhale your hands to your heart center. Very good. Here we go again. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back, looking ahead. Exhale, plant those hands and step back into plank. Have an inhale in plank and exhale as you lower. Inhale into upward dog. Exhale into downward dog. We'll settle into our downward dog here. And let's tune into our right leg. On our inhale, we're going to lift that right leg up. Imagine like there's a little string in the back of that thigh, and it's lifting up as high as you can stand it. Exhale, pull that knee all the way into your chest and step that right leg through, all the way through. Bring that foot right there between your hands into a 90-degree angle. Our knees on top of our ankle. Our hips are trying to square to the front of the mat as best they can. Have a nice big inhale here and exhale, cruise into a low lunge. If low lunge is not your jam today, that's okay. Stay up here. Keep that leg off the ground. If you need more support, bring this blanket or a knee pad right there under your knee. Pulling that belly button and tilt that pelvis forward. Inhale, let's sweep our arms on up here. Feeling that left hip flexor stretch. If you like that stretch, really tilt your pelvis forward, but don't overdo it, okay? Be safe. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, and inhale, lengthen through your spine. With your next exhale, bring your left elbow outside your right knee. Inhale nice and long, and exhale, turn your shoulders back. Turn your gaze toward the back of the room. And then inhale, let's come back through the center. Exhale those palms to the mat. Inhale, flip that back toe, lift that back leg, and exhale, pivot that back foot parallel-ish. I say ish because parallel, it just is not in some people's bag of tricks. Our bones are all not made the same way, so it doesn't always work the same for everybody. So find that foot nice, that back foot nice and comfortable. So we're going to inhale and sweep those arms up into our warrior one. Again, hips are squaring forward, belly button pulls in. We're lifting through that pelvic floor. And then exhale, let's pivot those shoulders toward the side of the room, to your left side. Pull that belly button in, coming into our warrior two, long through our arms, flexing through our triceps, gazing out over those front fingertips. Then anchor through that front leg and inhale, lengthen through that front leg. Then exhale, hinge that torso forward and bring that right hand inside that right foot, reaching up for the ceiling if you can, turning your gaze up toward your fingertips. If you need a block under that right hand, be sure to take it. On your exhale, sweep that left hand down. Bring that right hand around to frame that right foot. And as you exhale, pivot on that back toe and bend into that front leg. Have an inhale here and exhale. Flow through to downward dog. Now we're on our left side. Inhale, let's send that left leg on up. Exhale, left leg comes all the way through. Plant that left foot between those hands, squaring those hips up here. Pull those shoulders away from the ears, belly button pulls in. And when you're ready, exhale, sink onto that right knee. Keeping that back leg at an angle here. Flex that right knee, press it toward the back of the room, keeping pressure off of your knee. Front leg, your knees right on top of that ankle. And inhale, sweep those arms on up. If you need to bring your hands down at any point and grab onto blocks, you are welcome to do that. Exhale those hands to your heart. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. And exhale, bring that right elbow outside that left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist through those shoulders. Inhale, come back through the center. Exhale those hands to the mat. Inhale, we're going to flip that back toe, and we're going to pivot that back foot parallel-ish, remember, to the side of the mat. Front, nice 90-degree angle bend in that front leg, and inhale, sweep those arms on up, gazing toward the front to the side, I guess, of your room, whatever you're in. Pull that belly button, and arms are nice and long. And exhale, open up nice and wide into your warrior two, stretching through those arms, flexing through those triceps. Exhale, really anchor into that left leg and inhale, lengthen through that left leg. Exhale, hinge forward. And then with your next breath, bring that left hand inside that left foot onto a block, whatever's comfortable for you. Gazing up if you can. And exhale. Let's bring that right hand down to the mat, bending into our left leg. Left hand comes around, right foot pivots, and exhale, step back into plank. And when you're ready, flow through your vinyasa. On your next inhale, look out in front of you. As you exhale, take a nice big step to the front of your mat. Inhale into your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press those feet into the mat and inhale, sweep those arms on up. Exhaling those hands to your heart center. And again, inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stepping back into our plank. Inhale in plank and exhale as you lower. Inhale into upward dog. Exhale into downward dog. Resting breath here. And then exhale, gently bring the knees to the mat, coming to about the outsides of your mat here. Toes will come together. And on your exhale, your hips will slide back to your heels. Arms are nice and long. Let your head and neck relax. Let the shoulders slide away from the ears. Take a nice big inhale here. And exhale, let those hips get heavy. With your next inhale, lift your head up. And we're going to slide that right arm down and slide that right arm under our left, gently coming onto the right cheek here. Just really stretching into that shoulder. You can keep your left arm nice and long here if you like, or if you prefer, you can sweep it up and wrap it around your back, rolling that left shoulder open, whatever feels right for your body here. Make sure your head and neck are supported though. If this hurts your head and neck, grab a blanket, grab a pillow. Be safe. And then inhale, let's sweep that left arm back around. Gently lift our head, sliding that right arm out, releasing it back out to your mat. Bring the left arm in and exhale. Bring that left arm under your right, gently coming onto your left cheek. And again, if your head and neck needs some support, you get that support. And if you like, you can bring that right arm around your back. Let that right arm just stay nice and long. Rolling that right shoulder open to the ceiling if you like. Releasing my right arm. Gently lifting my head, bringing my right arm in. I'm pressing my hands into the mat and I'm coming up nice and easy till I'm sitting on my heels. Dropping my my hands off to the right side. Sweeping my legs around. Hugging my knees in and exhaling on back. Giving those legs a nice big squeeze. Now this is your chance to rock from side to side and happy baby if you like. Bring those legs up, grabbing the outsides of your feet. Lengthening the legs out if you like. Whatever feels right for you here. Taking those last little movements here. And then we're going to hug those legs in one more time. Stay with me here through your final resting pose. It's really important to take the time to rest your mind and your muscles. Big squeeze in and exhale, release those legs out to the mat. Notice if you need anything to be a little more comfortable and make those necessary adjustments. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose here. And exhale through your mouth. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more time, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Letting it all out. Sending your thoughts away on their little thought bubble. We will catch up with them later. And we're just going to rest here just for a couple of minutes. Do your best. Relax. Bringing awareness back into our body, let's begin to move. Wherever it strikes you first, maybe wiggle your toes, your fingers. You can stretch your arms out long overhead, rocking your head from side to side if that feels good. And then eventually bring those knees in, drop them off to one side. And then eventually pressing yourself up to a nice easy seat, nice and tall. We'll bring our hands into Anjali Mudra today. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you're enjoying these quicker classes. I appreciate you being here. Let's close out with one little mantra. Please feel free to repeat after me. I love my body and I trust its wisdom. Namaste.